Okay, so we're official. We're recording.
Woohoo!
Hello,
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for waiting for us. This is going to be definitely worth the wait. So we know most of you guys, but for those of you who don't know us, I'm Alicia Hartzell, and I'm a multi-dimensional healer and spiritual teacher. I have my own modality that I teach. Some of you guys are practitioners of that, called Sacred Soul Alignment. Yeah. And this is my BFF.
No, wait, you're my BFF. Yes. And I'm Kimberly Carlson Pengele. I need to change that on Facebook. I really am Carlson. That's my maiden name. And anyhow, we don't need to go into that. Alicia and I have a very similar path. Very similar life path, a very similar divine purpose work, as a lot of you are familiar with already as well. So I am a spiritual teacher and healer as well. And a lot of you know me for the energetic allergy healing modality that I am now teaching. And that's been fantastic. So, and some of you that are here, I can see you're actually students as well. So
I love it.
Yay.
And if you're joining us live on Facebook, let us know that you're here too. Hi, Krista. I'll keep an eye on that. So also for those of you who are live here on Zoom, it looks different from normal because this is a webinar setup. So we can see your comments, but we can't actually see your faces.
I know, I don't like that part.
I know, I like being able to see everyone.
Totally. Okay, I'm looking at my phone. I'm going to open my phone up too, just so I can see comments as well.
Okay, good. Hi, Louisa. You found us here. Yay. So we're really excited to share this, this simple but really, really powerful process with you guys today. And things like this, they're powerful when we do them on our own, but it's really, really supercharged by doing processes and practices together. Kim and I actually did this process together this morning, and we're going to talk about that a little bit.
Yes, because it's worth talking about. I'm having trouble finding your group on my phone. I'm going to just give it up for right now so that I'm not distracted. Yes. Oh, and Kim says good because she's in her jammies. Yay!
Oh, good. I always turn off my camera when I'm on other people's Zoom meetings. All right, so are we ready to dive into this?
I think we should. Yes.
Okay, let's dive in. So as we said, we are really excited to be able to be working together on this right now because it's been a while since Kim and I have gotten the chance to work together on healing projects. A lot of you guys know we've been best friends since we were teenagers. We have a very divine relationship, friendship, and we love working together, but we just haven't had the opportunity. We've both been focused on teaching our modalities and different things. So we're really excited to be doing some work together. We've got some big things going on right now together, and we're excited that you are all here joining us, or those of you who are joining us for the replay. We're excited that you're here to join in the fun with us.
Yay! Yes, we are. We love collaborating. We have so much come through for us when we collaborate.
We do. It's amazing.
So it's almost like, even if we're not doing actual programs or workshops or whatever together, we're always kind of collaborating or inspiring each other, talking about what's coming in and different things. But when we do get together to actually create, there's just so much goodness there. So much comes through. So it's always really exciting for us.
Yeah, and our combined energy, I just love being able to work with someone that, we're so in tune with each other because we know each other so well, and we can just like layer upon layer and add to whatever's coming in for each other. So it's really powerful.
And it's easy.
And it's fun.
And it's fun. So yeah. So, and the more we step into like our own divinity and begin to really embody our own divinity through processes of co-creation, like the one that we're going to share with you guys here today, the more it becomes like a domino effect. Like the more we co-create, the more we are able to co-create. And as we really expand into this consciousness, we receive new downloads, we receive new inspirations, right? Activations and processes like this one that we're going to share with you today. And then when we take action on those inspirations and make these processes a part of our daily lives, we experience immediate shifts. And sometimes they're really dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, having a simple daily practice of co-creation has a really profound effect in your life.
It really, really does. And it doesn't have to take a lot of time either. We can do it pretty quickly, like what we're going to be teaching you today. And when you can,
I don't have a lot of time for it.
No, we don't. I do this stuff before I get out of bed in the morning a lot of times and start my day that way. And the principles of co-creation are actually really different than the principles of manifesting. So I kind of think of manifesting as like getting, you're getting that free cup of coffee that you wanted to manifest, even, getting a new car or getting a new house. But when you really move into being a co-creator, then you can really be empowered, not only to embody your own divinity, because it's the divine part of ourselves that has the ability to literally create, not just get, but create. And that's coming through the divine aspect of ourselves. So, we're really embodying our own divinity when we are moving into co-creating. But when we're doing that, we're also bringing in the situations and the opportunities, even the people into our lives that are in our highest and best good. And this is really bringing us into alignment with our heart's desires, our true heart's desires, the desires that are from our higher self, which ultimately are going to really allow us and help us to create what we want on the path of least resistance.
Yes.
Easily, right? Easily and in flow as we really, as we step into this divine aspect of ourselves, which is who we truly are. And as we use this process that we're going to be teaching you guys today, we've really been really amazed at the dramatic shifts that it is creating in both of our lives. Just as an example, I mentioned that we did this together earlier this morning. And I did my normal practices that I do before I get out of bed this morning, but I didn't do this one. I was kind of in a rush actually, and I was thinking, okay, I'll do it after I take my daughter to school. And I woke her up this morning and she was in her, as only an almost 13-year-old girl can be, grumpy, in that kind of a grumpiness. And it sort of just, her mood really affected my mood and my energy. And, those of us who have kids or partners or people that we live in a house with, the people that we're around all the time can affect our energy, and it can bring us down. And so then when Kim and I started talking this morning, I was just feeling kind of, my energy was blah. I was feeling kind of discouraged because of her behavior this morning. And then when we did this process together, and it took us less than 10 minutes, I felt just really dramatically different. I felt joyful. I felt happy. None of that energy was dragging me down. And it was also, it's also really helpful in not being in a reactive state. So, when someone around us, like when my daughter was grumpy that I was waking her up, doing this practice would help me not to be in a reactive state, reacting to the way that she was talking to me, which was a way that wasn't feeling good to me in that moment. So that's a really amazing benefit that can come out of a practice such as this one.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you shared that. It was so evident this morning. Cause I woke up feeling pretty good this morning, pretty good overall. Right. And I did some of my practices that I do in the morning too, grounding, connecting, some different things. I kind of like to start out with some gratitude practices and, calling my astral body back into myself and all parts and pieces of myself ready to have, ready for the day, getting ready for the day. And I was doing, pretty good. But then when, like Alicia was saying, as we were doing this process together, we both felt this. We felt a dramatic shift in our energy. I already felt pretty good. But I felt this energy coming, going through my body. I could feel those beautiful higher frequencies that we were calling in through this process going through my body. And my mood lifted just even higher. And it was just a really dramatic kind of feeling. I was like, wow, this is so cool. So again, we're really excited to share this with you guys. And for me, this process, pretty personal too, and I really won't go into sharing a lot of detail about it right now, but when I was beginning to really practice this process, some pretty dramatic things happened for me, shifting some pretty big things in my life. It was very noticeable, with pretty dramatic results. So
and quickly too.
Yeah, very quickly. So it's really powerful. I just can't understate that, really. So
yeah, we're powerful beings, and we
really
have the ability to shift and create whatever it is that we are desiring.
We really are. And sometimes it's just like just having the tools, and we're all different. We all have, we all may respond to different things in different ways, right? But we're really excited to share this process with you and see what you notice in your life from using this simple and powerful practice. So what else did we want to say about it? Oh, this is important. This process is going to really help you create stronger boundaries too. Okay, that's a really important piece. So when you are dealing with, like what Alicia was talking about with her daughter, right, with Maya, I've noticed very similar things in my relationships around me, that when they are not able to hold or sustain higher energies, higher frequencies, say of like love, joy, wealth, whatever it is, then we tend to find it challenging, right, to keep our vibe up, to keep up and not get sucked down or sucked in or become deflated, taking on their stuff, especially when it's the people in our own home, or maybe it's people that we work in an office with every day, So this is going to really help you bring up those boundaries, create those strong boundaries so that you can actually stay in what you're creating. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So.
And it's interesting to see a lot of processes have been coming in for both of us. Mm-hmm. A lot of new processes that we're opening up to, that we're receiving, that we're downloading for ourselves, and for those of you that we're going to be sharing this stuff with.
That is true. And speaking of that, most of you are probably aware that we are holding a retreat here in Seattle, Washington in August. And as we prepare for this retreat, like some of this stuff, like even this process right now, is one of the things that has really come forward for two reasons. To kind of clean up some of where we've both still needed it, to be ready to be teachers and healers in this retreat, but also to pass it on, right? To share it, to teach it. And so that there's going to be a lot more coming through still, even though we have all of our material pretty planned out for the retreat. We can both still feel that there's more that's coming, and that some of this may still change as far as what's going to really come through in the end for the retreat. So.
Yeah, and it's been really deepening. I've noticed that my own practices have been really deepening since we made this commitment to offer this retreat. And one of the processes that I've been practicing daily, I've never felt anything quite like it, and it's for connecting with your beloved. So the three topics of the retreat are love, money, and health. So this is a process that I received for connecting with your beloved, whether this is someone who's currently in your life or someone who's coming into your life in the future. It's a process that can be used to really connect on a really, really deep level with the energy of that person. And I've been using it every day to connect with the energy of the beloved who's coming into my life. And I can't wait to share it. That's going to be something that we're going to be doing in the retreat. And it's definitely deepening a lot since I first received it.
It is. I was just looking at the comments. Shelly says her twins are 12 and 13.
Oh, so you get what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Awesome. So, should we do it?
Let's do it. You guys ready?
Process. Okay, so Alicia, I was trying to grab the link so that we can actually give you a document to follow along on, and you can keep it. It's yours to keep. It's just a simple document, nothing too fancy, but it has the processes written down, or this process written down, so that you can really use it easily beyond this masterclass.
Oh, okay. So I can grab that.
Okay, so I was trying to grab it, and it was telling me it's still doing it. It says link sharing varies, and it just wants me to share it with email, which I don't understand. I've never seen that before. I share links all the time to my documents.
Okay.
Is it working for you?
Let me see if it works for me.
Okay. Because we'll put it right in the chat box, and we will send it out with the replay this afternoon too.
Okay, so I put that in the comments there. Let me know if you guys can access that, and I'll put it in on the live stream and on the Facebook group too.
Oh, good idea.
Hi, Stefania. Okay, so those of you who are on Facebook too, following along with us, let me know if you guys can see that document. I changed the permissions too, so that anyone that has the link can actually view it. So we'll just wait a second to see if you guys can. Okay, it's good. They're able to access it.
Awesome. Okay, so let's do this. So you can use this process for any high frequency emotion, feeling, experience that you want to have for your day. But the ones we're going to do here today are joy, love, and wealth. We're going to do all three of these together today. I'm going to start you off, and Alicia will both be doing this with you.
Yeah, so are we taking them into the heart of creation?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I'm
gonna walk you guys up into the heart of creation, which is the energy of all that is, basically. And it just gets us in a really good, grounded and connected space. When you're doing this on your own at home, you don't have to do this whole version of this, but it really is helpful in helping us feel into the energy really, really well. So as long as you're not driving, if you're driving, you might want to pull over or come back and listen to this later. But as long as you're not driving, just get really comfortable. You can sit up or lie down, whatever your body's wanting to do for today. And just take a deep breath and close your eyes. And just centering yourself in your heart. And just begin breathing deeply in and out of your heart space. Almost imagining as if you are breathing from your heart. And just taking a moment to call back in all parts of you. Anywhere you or your attention is off in any other time or place. Anywhere your thoughts are on anything else, pulling all of that back in. And calling in your astral body. Just set the intention to call back your astral body back into your physical body now. And just continuing with those deep breaths, begin to notice that all around you are particles of light. Sparks of light. And this is divine source energy. And this feels very familiar because this is part of who you are. Begin to pull that light, that divine energy into your body. Allowing it to fill every cell and molecule of your body. And gathering in the center of your heart, forming a beautiful ball of light. And just see, feel, or imagine this beautiful ball of light in the center of your heart. And from this ball of light, send down a grounding cord going down through your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, your root chakra, and down and out your tailbone into the earth, going through all the layers of the earth and into the heart chakra of Mother Earth. And just see, feel, or imagine that warm golden light there. Anchor your grounding cord in there and begin to pull up that beautiful Mother Earth energy, that unconditional love and support, coming up your grounding cord, swirling as a vortex of energy, coming up counterclockwise through the earth, up into your feet, up your legs, coming up into your root chakra, into your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart. From your heart, just imagine a golden thread coming up from your heart and pulling that Mother Earth energy up along with the thread up through your throat chakra, through your third eye, and out to your crown, and pulling this golden thread up and out your crown and going up, 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 and connecting in with your higher self, with your I am presence, your holy Christed self, with your oversoul. Just setting that intention to connect in with that highest version of you and connect your golden thread into the heart of your higher self. Continue sending this golden thread up and out past the universe, going through layers and layers of lights. And just see, feel, or imagine coming into the heart of creation, into a beautiful, bright, white light. And just setting the intention to connect your golden thread into the heart of Creator, allowing yourself to become one with the energy of all that is. And now Kim is going to bring in some of those frequencies.
Good. Okay, you guys. So if you have your document, it's going to be helpful. I'm going to have you actually, I'm going to do this with you. We're going to do this together. So you'll notice that there is a numbering sequence here. So let's start with 1. These are actual statements that you're going to say. You can say out loud there. You can say in your mind. Just follow along with me. I'll do them a little bit slowly. And the reason for that is not just so you can follow along, but also if you work like I do, when I am doing things a little more slowly, then I can bring in my own visualizing or feeling into my body what I'm downloading or what I'm saying, the frequencies of what's being said here. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is just, you can say it along with me. I choose the frequencies of joy to flow through every cell of my body, through every aspect of my being, to flow, to dwell within me, to flow all around me and out from me. And then repeat or say with me the second one. I call in and channel the frequencies of joy from the archangels, from the creator of all that is, from my divine spirit team who are also resonating at these frequencies. I call in and channel the frequencies of joy from my high self, from my oversoul, from my I am presence, and from my holy Christ self. And continue to repeat after me. I embody these frequencies now, and I anchor them into my heart, into every cell of my body, into my energetic and magnetic fields, into every part and aspect of my being. And I anchor these into Mother Earth now. And the fourth line there, I choose to hold and stay in these frequencies throughout my whole day and night, and to have joy as my predominant feeling and experience as I move through my day. And I do this even if my spouse, my mate, you can also put in here a certain person, maybe it's a coworker, a boss, insert here, okay? I do this even if my spouse, my mother, my father, my family, my children, my clients, or the collective are unable to choose these frequencies for themselves at this time. And the fifth step, I choose these frequencies as my predominant and natural state of being, even when I experience a situation or a circumstance that has lower vibrational frequencies. I accept this for myself on all levels now. It is done, it is done, it is done. You can say, and so it is, or thank you. Now, there's an extra step here. If you have, if you're a student of mine with energetic allergy healing, or if you're a student of Alicia's with sacred soul alignment, or if you are a theta healer, or if you have your own energy healing practice that allows you to download feelings or download new positive beliefs, I'm going to do this with you all now. But what you would do when you're doing this on your own is do that now. So let's do this together right now. Okay, so Creator, it is commanded to download, all that we've just said here, steps 1 through 6, downloading all of that now, okay, on all levels, in every cell of our bodies, in every area of our life. And we know how to do all of that, that we know when to, that it's all possible, that we're worthy, safe, and allowed to, and that we are all already living this way now. Okay, Creator, download this now. Creator, okay, good. Good. So that's the process for one emotion. And you can do this process. I like to do it with these three. These are my three favorites right now. And they change my energy dramatically. Like I feel the energy running through me right now just from doing that. And I've already done it this morning, which is interesting.
Right. That is interesting.
Work all day.
Yeah, and I think coming together in a group, holding space with a group also really amplifies it. So we're going to bring in the other two frequencies as well.
Yep.
So I'm going to bring in the frequency of love. So just close your eyes for a minute, just pulling your energy and your awareness back into your heart space. And you can follow along or just mentally repeat after me. I choose the frequencies of love to flow through every cell of my body, every aspect of my being, to flow, to dwell within me, to flow all around me and out from me. And just feel that frequency coming in. I call in and channel the frequency of love from the archangels, from the creator of all that is, from my divine spirit team who also resonate at this frequency, from my higher self, my oversoul, my I am presence, my holy Christed self. I'm just feeling that frequency of love just really amplifying there. I embody these frequencies now and I anchor them into my heart. So just feel the frequency of love, just almost as if it's a spark in your heart, anchoring there and flowing into every cell of my body, my energetic and magnetic fields. So just feel that frequency of love expanding out beyond your physical body and into every part and aspect of my being and into Mother Earth now. And that really allows that frequency to ground in and stay with you. I choose to hold and stay in these frequencies throughout my day and night, and to have love as my predominant feeling and experience as I move through my day. And I do this even if my spouse or my partner, my mother or father, family, children, clients, or whoever it may be, or the collective are unable to choose these frequencies for themselves at this time. And again, if you have the process available to yourself to go ahead and download the frequency of love, you can do that, and we'll do that for you now. So Creator is commanded to teach everyone what this frequency of love feels like. They're worthy and deserving of embodying the frequency of love on all levels, in every cell of their bodies, in every area of their lives. And anything in the way of that, Creator, change it.
Good.
Okay.
Good, you guys. And feel that. And I'm glad that you paused for that, Alicia, at that part, because that's what I was talking about, but I might not have been really clear about, is taking that moment to really feel into those frequencies when you're saying, anchoring them into your heart, into every cell of your body, taking that moment to feel that. And even in that first part, when you choose those frequencies and to flow through every cell of your body, you can take a moment and feel that, right? Feel that happening within you.
I love it.
Powerful. Yes. Okay. So for the third one that we're going to do all together here is let's do wealth. Okay. So let's go ahead. And again, you can follow along with my words or follow along in the script or both. So I choose the frequencies of wealth to flow through every cell of my body, every aspect of my being, to flow through, to dwell within me, to flow all around me and out from me. Okay. I call in and channel the frequencies of wealth from the archangels, from the creator of all that is, from my divine spirit team who resonate at these frequencies, from my high self, from my oversoul, from my I am presence, and from my holy Christed self. I embody these frequencies now, and I anchor them into my heart. Feel that into every cell of my body, into my energetic and magnetic fields, into every part and aspect of my being. I anchor these frequencies into Mother Earth now. I choose to hold and stay in these frequencies throughout my whole day and night, and to have wealth as my predominant feeling and experience as I move through my day. And I do this even if my spouse, my partner, my mate, my mother, my father, my family, my children, my clients, or the collective, or anyone else are unable to choose these frequencies for themselves at this time. I choose these frequencies as my predominant and natural state of being, even when I experience a situation or circumstance that has lower vibrational frequencies. I accept this for myself on all levels now. It is done, it is done, it is done. So it is. Or thank you. Good. And let's take all of that and let's download all of that. Okay. Downloading all of that we know how to do all that we know when to, that we're allowed to, that we're safe to, that it's all possible, and that we're already living this way now. Okay, Creator, download this now. Creator, change it. Okay, good. Good. And we're going to follow. Did you want to do this part or?
Oh, no, you can do it. I was just going to say that felt super powerful.
It did. I'm buzzing.
Me too.
I like it a lot. So then at the end, you would follow the other steps. I'm not looking at the one document that you all have right now, but I believe it's 7, 8, and 9 possibly. So at the end of the we chose 3 frequencies here to do with you today. I don't suggest doing more than 2 or 3, but that may vary for people too. There's maybe 4 different ones, feelings that you would like to experience, then go ahead and do those. But this is what I follow it up with, is this statement here. I choose these frequencies, okay, the frequencies of love, joy, and wealth, to share predominant space, okay, in the cells of my body, okay, in my body, in my energetic magnetic fields. I didn't write that part in there. And to hold and stay in these frequencies throughout my whole day and night, and to have joy, wealth, and love as my predominant feelings and experience. And I do this, again, just repeating the other part, but I do this even if my spouse, my mother, my father, my family, my children, my clients, or the collective are unable to choose these frequencies for themselves at this time. Okay, so I accept this for myself on all levels now. It is done, it is done, it is done. Okay, so let's go ahead and download that statement. Okay, so let's download all of that now that we all know how to do that, when to, that it's all possible, what that all feels like, and that we are all already living this way now. Okay, creator, change it. Okay, good. Awesome. So you can pick a few of these for your day. You can do this. This can change every day. Maybe you really need peace or tranquility in your body. Maybe you really need harmony. Maybe you're feeling a lot of disharmony. Really, any of those high frequency emotions that you're feeling like you need, you can use this process for. And this really sets up solid boundaries. Okay, so you can probably feel or sense that by choosing to hold those and stay in those frequencies, no matter what's going on around you, right? No matter if your best friend, your mate, no matter who is not able to meet you there, okay? But it creates this beautiful boundary, this beautiful energetic space for you to hold those frequencies, no matter what anyone else around you is able or capable of doing at that time. And I'm telling you, practice this, try it out, take it for a spin, do it for several days, but it made such a difference in how I was able to sustain and be in those frequencies for like the entirety of my day with some, kind of some hard things going on around here. So yep. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, it really is. It really is transformational when you practice this daily, and you guys can see that it's not a difficult thing. It's not a time-consuming thing, but it does take consistency. Doing our practices with consistent action is really key. And you'll begin to notice, more clarity around circumstances in your life, around relationships, around belief patterns. The things that are no longer in alignment with you, you'll get clarity on that, and you can move away from those with much easier, a much easier flow through your life, and even including relationships, that are not in alignment with you anymore. You can move away from things much easier because you'll have clarity, and you'll be holding those strong boundaries, and you'll be staying in those higher vibrational frequencies. And you'll notice those things, that even people that are not in resonance with you anymore will begin to dissolve and fall away. So we highly recommend doing this every morning to set up your day, as we've been doing, and seeing some incredible changes in our own lives. And we'd love to hear your experience with the process. So those of you who are here live, some of you guys are typing in, and we'll get to some of those comments in just a little bit. But those of you who are watching the replay, just hit reply on the email, and we'd love to hear from you, hear how this was for you.
Definitely. Definitely. And you'll notice on the document that you had, that you were given the link to, that it mentions some of those things to kind of set your space up really well. It's so powerful to start your day this way, but to start with a good grounding, good connecting. Use Alicia's recording there, or you practices of your own, but grounding, connecting, and spending a few moments to really be grateful for the things that are showing up in your life, and not just the good things. Like, being grateful for the things that are hard can really actually shift your energy around what's hard, so it doesn't have to be as hard. So you can move out of resistance. Okay, resistance creates allergies. It creates inflammation in your body, right? So the more we can move out of that resistance. So that's a really great practice. And then moving into this process, it's important to say, I choose. That's really important. Then you're coming from your power center. You're coming from that solar plexus. You're choosing this, and you're taking action, right? From that, you're able to lead from that power center, making action more easy. So, okay, good. Now I'm getting caught up in comments. I'm starting to move over.
I know, I was getting caught up too, but I think we can come back at the end and kind of answer some of that stuff.
Okay, good. Okay, so let's do that. So anyway, but that's on that document. So just a reminder of some of those things you can do to really set up before you move into this process, is that grounding, that connecting, and just take a few moments to be grateful, okay, for the good, the bad, the ugly, the hard, all of it.
All of it.
All right. So, well, now that you're all blissed out, let's talk retreat, you guys.
Yes.
So you can have it all. It's one of the most profound in-person healing and co-creation experiences you will ever have. That's a pretty bold claim. But the message that we're receiving is pretty clear. So we're saying it. We're just calling it as it is. So
it's amazing. Sitting in the energy that's coming in for this retreat is really incredible. And you guys got a tiny little speck of a taste of it just now.
Yeah. Like, we would want this for ourselves really bad.
I would be already signed up.
Yeah, exactly. So this high vibrational 4-day retreat isn't just about feeling good in the moment. It's really about discovering tools to expand your spirituality, to elevate your soul, and to transform your life, not just during the live retreat, but for all time, right? For after. Okay, really setting you up for success in the areas of, that we're focusing on for the retreat, which is wealth, health, and love. And the spiritual practices that you'll learn during You Can Have It All brings all the magic back to where it belongs, in your hands, in your capable, powerful, beautiful hands.
Yeah, so we're all amazingly powerful divine beings. And through the practices and processes and healings and activations and just the amazing sacred work that we're going to be doing in the retreat, this will empower you to work with your own energy to be able to co-create your desires in the 3 most important areas that we're going to be really focusing on: wealth, health, and relationships. 3 of my personal favorite topics in life. So it's 4 beautiful, life-altering days that we'll be spending together. And some of the things that we'll be doing or that you'll be receiving some powerful and exclusive to this retreat. So we're not going to be doing this much of the stuff outside of the retreat. It's going to be just exclusive to the retreat. Live downloads, attunements, activations. Some of our favorite things to do, the most transformational things that I've experienced in my life are the attunements and the activations that come through. Healings, and even esoteric spiritual knowledge that we're going to be sharing with you. We're going to be teaching quite a bit, actually, in this retreat. And you don't just get one of us, you get both of us. And, you know, you guys have kind of gotten a taste of our energy together today. Of course, in person, that's going to be amplified by, I don't even know how much. And with everyone else that's going to be joining together, the people that are signed up already are just some of the most amazing people. I can't wait to spend time with you guys in person. So for you, both of us, and everyone else who's going to be there.
That's right. And also in this retreat, we're just going to highlight some things, but you're going to be using magical tools such as crystals and discovering how to implement some of these secret practices, rituals, and processes to shift from merely manifesting to becoming a divine co-creator who's empowered to call in a life of joy, of love, of health, and abundance and freedom.
Yeah. That freedom part is so important. And it comes from, you know, being able to channel some of these energies for yourself. And you'll be able, you know, one of the things that I'm most looking forward to is the live aspect. You know, I do almost all of my work, you know, like this on Zoom, and I'm talking to people all day long, but I'm just really looking forward to the energy that can really only happen when you're live together. When you're with a group of kindred spirits, which, you know, when we're going to all be with people who are in our soul family. And that's probably the thing that I'm looking forward to most about this retreat is really being with those people that are part of my soul family, part of our soul family.
Yep. And that's okay. And I don't know where we were. I just got lost.
I don't know. We have quite a few points here. We don't have to go through all of them. It feels like
we don't. But so let's just move through them. Yes. So in this retreat, you're going to be really connected and attuned to the extraordinary high-level frequencies of ascended masters and archangels. You will learn also how to bring these frequencies into your daily life so that you can create your desires with ease. Okay, we've given you a taste of this today.
Yeah, so you guys have gotten kind of a little taste of what that's really going to be like. It's much more expansive.
Yeah.
And we're going to really help you connect and attune you to your personal guides of pure light and love, helping you open up to limitless potential and possibilities. And you're going to really receive profound healing and really personalized healing. You know, even though this retreat will have, you know, probably about 20 people or so, it's going to also be really personalized for each individual that's there. And we've been shown how to do that.
Yep. And you'll also be really transforming and grounding your energy so that you can bring through all of your desires from the spiritual and energetic plane into the material plane.
Yes, important. And that will, you know, we're going to be guiding you through releasing your fears and anxieties that will allow you to gracefully remain in high vibrational frequencies to co-create your desires. Really important.
Yes, and you're going to become aligned with the frequencies of money. Yep, I said it, of money. You're going to activate your unique pillar of creation and connect with your infinite potential of abundance so that you can open up to receive a continuous, expansive flow of wealth, as well as all forms of prosperity.
Yeah. And you're going to discover how to amplify the flame of love in your heart and magnetize pure love into your reality to call in, you know, there's many different forms of love, soul level friendships, business partners, family connections, and romantic relationships. And this will include improving your current relationships or deepening your current relationships.
Beautiful. Yes. And that leads right into the next point there is intensifying the sacred intimacy and love with your beloved, you know, with who's coming or who's already there. Okay.
Yeah.
Working with the magical power of chakra energy to communicate on a heart-to-heart level with your future soul partner. And Alicia was touching on this when we were talking earlier about some of the processes that are coming through. So we're super excited to share these with you.
Yeah, some of these processes are blowing my mind with how just the energy that's coming through. I'm so excited. And we're going to be doing a powerful ritual and attunement to anchor the high vibrational energies of co-creation and divine healing that were called in, so that you can continue co-creating your desires and your future long after the retreat is over. So that's an important part. It's not just about the 4 days that we're going to spend together, which are going to be absolutely like mind-blowingly amazing, but it's more importantly, it's about the transformation that's going to happen that will allow you to go forward in your life and just really create a whole new life based on, you know, the energy that's going to come through during the retreat.
Yes. Yes, and we're going to be releasing blocks and limiting beliefs from your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual layers so that you can experience radiant health, vitality, and energy on every level of your being. So it's going to be pretty fantastic. And this is one of those pieces that Alicia was mentioning earlier, where we have been shown how to really personalize some of this type of work, these, you know, removing of limiting beliefs, to make that more individual for each person who's going to be there. So, yeah.
So this amazing retreat is going to take place over 4 days from August 19th through the 22nd. It's all inclusive. So this means that all of your, you know, your whole stay at the beautiful retreat location, which is Island Wood on Bainbridge Island, where I live. It's just a ferry ride away from downtown Seattle, just a short ferry ride away. And it also includes all of your meals, except for dinner on the second night when we're providing you with a shuttle so that you can go and explore Bainbridge. It's a beautiful town, lots of really good restaurants and shops. So all of your meals, you know, are taken care of except for that one excursion. And we have single and double occupancy. So, you know, if you are wanting to come with a friend or you want to meet a new friend, you can share a room. Otherwise, you can book your own, you know, have your own room. And we have a few more days left of the $500 early registration discount. So I think it's until, it's until April 30th. Yeah. And we just announced this retreat. What has it been, about a week and a half or 2 weeks now? And a third, even though it's not happening until August, already about a third of the spots are gone. Yeah. So yay, that's pretty exciting. But until the 30th, you can save $500. So that is, if you're going to pay in full, if you pay in full, you get a private session with both of us, so if you pay in full, it's $2,500 for double occupancy and $2,800 with or for $2,500 for double occupancy, $2,800 for single occupancy. That includes the discount. Or you can sign up for a down payment of $850 and then have 5 monthly payments. So, you know, for an all-inclusive retreat with this much amazingness with both of us, that's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, it is. And we also have a special announcement because because
this is brand new.
Yeah, we're really excited about this part. So for the next 7 people who sign up before Saturday at midnight, we are going to be giving exclusive pre-programmed crystals to the next 7 people that sign up by Saturday at midnight.
Yeah, and these aren't just any little crystal. No. These are going to be high value crystals that we're going to be picking out personally for whoever it is that signs up. We don't know who that is yet. And we're going to be activating them. So I actually have some examples of the types of crystals that we're going to be giving so that you guys can see. They're not just in
Oh, good.
So I'm not sure if these exact ones will be included because it's going to depend on who takes these spots. But This is a pretty large chunk of natural citrine. Natural citrine is actually really rare. Most of the citrine that we buy in the store is actually heat-treated amethyst. And natural citrine has completely different properties than amethyst. And once it's heat-treated, it loses its power anyway. So, you know, a big chunk of the crystals will be something like this. Ocean jasper is my personal favorite for instructing to call in abundance. So I've got
Here's
a pretty
mine.
big chunk of ocean jasper. Oh, that's gorgeous.
This is my
Oh, I love that.
Ocean jasper is really good for wealth, for money. And each of the crystals so we'll pick out your individual crystals, but we're also going to activate them or program them for the different 3 topics of the day to help you activate these and take these. You get to take these home with you. And so they'll be activated for the frequencies of wealth, one will, and one for health, and one for love.
Yeah. And we're going to be doing this kind of a process with the entire group. So everyone that comes to the retreat, we're going to be doing a process with crystals that you will bring to the retreat. But for the next 7 people who sign up by midnight on Saturday, you'll get these high, these are pretty high level crystals that will be activated by us, which is a kind of a big deal. If I don't say so myself.
Yeah, you did. You said it.
I said it.
Yeah.
But having a crystal instructed or activated by 2 really powerful healers working together is a pretty big deal.
I would want that.
I want it.
Yeah, we're including things in this retreat. This retreat really embodies all the things that we would want in a retreat. So.
Yes. Including fun, including a dance party that we're going to do on the last night. So we're also, this is something else we haven't talked about yet, but we're giving a magical gift of surprises, basically. So everyone that comes to the retreat is going to get this. And this goodie bag basically is going to include a collection of our personal favorite spiritual tools and experiences. And we're hand picking the stuff that's going to go in here. Some of our favorite things are going to be in this bag for you to have and use and take home. We want you to feel the energy of delight and astonishment when you receive your bag. So we're putting a lot of thought and preparation and care.
Yeah. And maybe even a squeal or 2.
Yes. Yes. If we hear squeals coming from the people checking in, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah. We're just a couple of kids. We're just, it's all, it's serious healing, but it's also fun. It's supposed to be.
Yeah. We still have those 16-year-old aspects of ourselves.
That's right. There's that joy running through.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's really, like we kind of said, there's really no other retreat out there quite like this. Offering the combined healing gifts, the abilities, the knowledge, and the experiences of both Alicia and I, bringing through that power, the wisdom, the transformational healing energy of the Creator of all that is directly to you in this retreat. And this is for you if you are feeling called to expand into your full capacity of being of limitless possibilities. Because the truth really is that you are infinite light, you are grace, you are power, you are magic. And you were born to experience abundance in all of its forms. You were born to have it all. You really were.
Yes.
Even if it doesn't feel like it in this moment.
Yeah. That's not just the name of our retreat, which we actually, we've talked about this before, but we received the name of this retreat 5 years ago in a live class that we went to together. Mm-hmm. We received the name of the retreat, and we've been waiting for 5 years to do this. So it's, but it's not just the name of the retreat, it's the truth of who we all are.
That's right.
That we are here to have it all. We're here to experience it all. And really, it's our destiny to have those experiences.
An unassailable truth, as Shantini.
Yes. So we don't have our sales page up yet. So we're kind of sharing with you guys some of the things that we have that will be on that information page when we have it up. So we really know that those of you who are called on a deep level will be there. And you're resonating with us as you're listening to us. So if you feel that nudge, that spark of excitement in your heart, which might even sometimes feel a little bit like fear, excitement and fear can feel the same. I always feel when I know that something's right for me, it's like I feel it in my body.
Yep.
So if you're feeling that right now, we would love to welcome you, and we can't wait to meet you guys in person.
Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. And that's it. And thank you. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you guys for staying.
Questions, should we? I think there's some things going on in the comments before we hang up. Hang up.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I saw a couple questions that I wanted to touch on here. Let me see if here.
Oh, Sandra says, do we have to do them all separately? Okay, so when I was receiving that information, I was hearing that separately is good to really feel into each individual frequency. It's taking that moment to bring them all in and then commanding that they all share that predominant space together. So I'm doing it separately. It feels more, and I've done it both ways, by the way. But you can play with it, play with it and see what feels right. Everybody's different. But it felt important for my personal self to do them individually and really feel into each of those frequencies as I was downloading those.
Yeah, and I would say I've done it both ways too, and it really does feel different when I call them in and do the whole thing. Go through the whole process with each individual emotion, because I did something with this the other day that I had like 6 different things I was calling in, and it didn't feel as powerful actually to have more and call them in all at the same time.
Yep.
I hope you can make it too, Kim and Carolyn. We're really holding space for you guys.
And Mona said, wow, that feels really good. Lots of releasing and energizing happening. Wealth 1 was super awesome. Hey, Shelly says, can you explain the difference between these steps compared to running the sacred soul alignments? That'd be a good question for you, Alicia.
Yeah, I saw that. That was one of the things I wanted to answer. So the sacred soul alignments are part, those of you who may not be familiar, it's part of my modality that I teach. And they are very specific energies that have specific intentions. And you have to be attuned to that energy to be able to run them. You have to be a sacred soul alignment practitioner, which you are. So, of course you have the ability to do both, but they're pretty different in that, the sacred soul alignments are doing a lot of different things. They're activating things within you. They're releasing beliefs. They each of them, there's like almost 200 of them now. They each have a very specific intention. And when we're calling in the energies and the frequencies of, things like love and joy, that's also extremely powerful. And it is also releasing things that aren't in resonance with those frequencies.
Absolutely.
But it's just a different, it's like kind of like comparing maybe apples and oranges. They're both very powerful. Although the sacred soul alignments, they're doing a lot. There's a lot built into each of those, and you have to be attuned to those frequencies to be able to run them. Anybody can do this process that we've taught you guys today.
Yes, absolutely. And then Sabrina had a good question too. She said, what's the difference between choosing and downloading? So when you're choosing, the statement I choose, again, I think you might not have this question now, actually, after talking through it the way we did. But when you choose something, again, just a little touch on that again, is you are coming from your power center. You're making that choice, which is really your first step of action. Okay, any kind of change in your life requires an action component, right? Like you got to take some. And when I choose, you're coming from your place of power. And an action is a natural follow-up of I choose, okay? So it's really important to choose. And when we're downloading things, we're downloading these, positive beliefs or downloading these as positive belief statements, downloading, what it feels like to be able to do all of those things, if that makes sense. A download is it's bringing in those frequencies, it's downloading them into your body, downloading them to the cells of your body, your energy centers and fields, your DNA. So it's literally downloading those, which is really like quantum jumping up of just affirmations, of just repeating an affirmation over and over and over, right? Which is powerful also. So if you're not someone who knows how to download, don't just not do it. It's still really powerful. To speak it, to intend it, to choose it, it's still powerful.
Yeah, and the downloading, it creates, neural pathways in our brain. So when we're downloading the frequency of joy, it's creating neural pathways in our brain to be able to find those experiences that are going to bring us joy. So it's a pretty powerful thing. But just choosing and bringing it into every cell of your body, doing the process, everyone has that ability to do that. You don't have to be, attuned to anything or practice a modality. Everyone has the ability to choose and to bring in those frequencies.
Yeah, Delane has a question about the retreat. Do you see that?
Yeah, so that's an interesting thought. We have actually talked about that. I can say pretty confidently that we will at least be audio recording the different healings and attunements that we do to share with people, because it's important to, when we're in that much energy, we forget. So I think that at least an audio recording is going to be happening. And we haven't talked about the video stuff as much, but
we have touched on it though.
Yeah, we've definitely talked about that possibility. So thank you for bringing that up, because that just kind of solidifies what we were already thinking and talking about.
Yep. Yes, it does.
Yeah, but definitely there will be some recording of some sort. Definitely.
And Sandra says she can picture being there too. I know.
Yay, I know. All of you guys who are commenting, Carolyn, Sandra, Shelley, and
yes,
I can see all of you guys there.
Yes, we love you guys.
I know, and I want to pick out crystals for you guys. I can't wait to see who we're going to be picking them out for.
All right, I think we got the questions.
I think so. Let me see on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm not watching Facebook, so.
Okay, Tina's asking, would love to watch it again. Will there be a replay on Facebook? So if you're still on, Tina, this live stream will, as soon as we're done, it'll post up in the group. And we're going to leave the video available for 2 days. So you guys have until Saturday night to be able to rewatch the video live stream that's on Facebook. And then we're going to pull it down. Since we're talking about things that are time, that have a time constraint there. So you will have, 2.5 days to rewatch that if you guys want to.
Yeah, and it's going to be sent out on replays for the replays. If you're on the email list, if you can't that way.
Yeah, if you guys signed up for it, you'll get the replay of it.
Yeah, and this script, again, of this process will be mailed out too. So if you weren't able, if you came in late, you didn't see it, you didn't get to grab it, you will just watch your email. It'll be there. It'll be there for you.
Yes.
Yay! Okay, well, that was fun, you guys. Do let us know how that process feels for you and what you notice showing up or disappearing.
Yes.
From practicing it.
Yes. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're so welcome. All right, you guys, I have to jump into another meeting. So it's just a jumping from meeting to meeting today.
You have a busy day.
It's a very busy day in Kimland today.
All right. Well, I'm in teaching in a half hour, so I'll see some of you guys in class.
Yay. All right. Well, love to you all. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking through here with us as well. We really appreciate you guys. And love to you all.
Bye.
Have a good rest of your week. Bye.